Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of March 14th to the 20th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the week, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. But as well, I want to thank you in advance for your likes, your comments, and of course your subscriptions to this channel if you haven't done so already. I apologize for the noise in the background if you can hear someone's doing construction nearby. But it feels kind of purposeful and slightly annoying, to be completely honest, as I feel there's something, somebody, maybe a situation or multiple, that is altering your inner peace or just irritating you. They're saying to the furthest extent at this time. But to move right along, make sure to stick with me to the very end of the reading to get an answer to your own yes or no question. And so yeah, think of it along the way. But as well, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need lies down below in the description box, okay, including that email. To move forward as it gets kind of quiet. I'm not sure if you can pick up on that. I won't know until I edit the reading. But the overall message I channeled from Spirit, a change in direction. A change in direction, okay? They're saying towards peace. And the song that Spirit chose for you to speak upon your weekend shuffle, Hey Jealousy, by Gin Blossoms. Hey Jealousy, what a beautiful song. They're almost made me say flashback. And yeah, I'll leave that down below for you to utilize, listen to, look up the lyrics, however you want to go about it. And let's begin. We'll start by pulling a couple messages, whatever we get from the Elemental Oracle deck, and then we'll further speak upon your week by pulling some tarot. Okay, music is going to play a key role or come in handy at some point in the week. But we'll pull some tarot from the Mystic Mondays deck as they show me power and completion here at the split deck. Need and a desire, a want for more power over your situation, over your life, potential over one's emotions at times. Okay, nobody's perfect. They're saying even a Virgo, all right, even though you strive for a level of perfection at times. And we have completion as well, talking about completion being a must. Finding a missing puzzle piece to a new beginning you desire, or potentially something that feels quite necessary, or you're pushed to recognize, adjust your perspective and see this is going to improve your situation. It feels like you're being redirected towards a new living situation, a new job, a new relationship, a set of new friends, however it works for you. Even if you can't immediately leave what isn't feeling peaceful or isn't working for you or aligned with you at this time, right away. Okay, I hope that run-on sentence added up, but you can't leave it right away, it feels like, for a lot of you. And it could potentially make you feel like exploding at times, or just kind of doing your own thing. And it's like, yeah, I'm a Virgo, but it doesn't mean I need to feel as if that's inevitable in certain situations, or because of certain annoyances, a level of noise or irritations, right? So let's continue. Or get started. Wow, yeah, a level of feistiness in the air, and it's just like people need to breathe so Virgo can breathe, or just catch their breath and ground oneself or reground oneself, as we have building atoms. Okay, talking about a need to build once again, but recognizing that as you build something else, it feels like getting it off the ground step by step, day by day, piece by piece. They're saying person by person for some of you. There's other situations, or one big situation that needs to be built from the ground up, therefore started over once again, pushed in that fresh direction that will feel a lot lighter, a lot healthier, again, more aligned with you, okay? It feels like once upon a time you would have been more patient with certain distractions, irritations, difficulties, bad energy, heaviness, but it doesn't mean that because you're growing, getting older, you know, becoming more mature, less patient with all of which, doesn't mean you're decreasing in your ability to handle it. It just means you are being pushed by oneself, by your inner core, by the universe, to not settle for it, to not sort of stick with it. Does that make sense? Yeah, here we have the music card again. or not again, but music again. It feels like you're going to be pushed to recognize that music can be a good gateway if you can't leave a situation per se, or it can cheer you up. Just select the right kind of music for you. You know oneself best, okay? Needing to be a rock in your own life at this time. But yeah, so building step by step in a multitude of ways throughout the week and being pushed to rebuild in at least one big way. But we have connection as well, the biome, talking about connecting to your higher self, to your spirit guides, to what you truly desire or to what's most necessary at this time once again. Being pushed to recognize that your world is changing and developing rapidly. It may feel a bit too rapid for some of you Virgos, wanting a comfortable sort of pace, relaxing pace to adjust to, right? Or wanting things to just feel easier to adapt to. But it's going to change how it's going to change, right? The universe is going to push you to be uncomfortable. That's another thing. Could be just kind of that, they're saying the same thing. I want to reword it this way though. When the universe makes you kind of uncomfortable in a situation to the point where you are feeling the intense need to just move on to something bigger and better or more fitting, because if you weren't made to be uncomfortable, you wouldn't move, okay? You'd stay complacent or just deal with the irritations, the difficulties, and the uncomfortable feelings at times, or feeling. Anyways, we have sun. They said moving towards the sun. A level of feistiness but passion coming about you at times, but being pushed to recognize who brings this sunny side of you out, what situations do. And of course, the universe very much highlighting, as I struggle to speak, what situations and what energies don't bring that side of you out. Or even who doesn't exude that sunny energy and therefore it may damper your mood. Don't be the dampering one in a situation, okay? Even though you are dealing with a lot. They're showing me this right here now. It's time to sail or prepare to sail towards brighter days, towards the sun, okay? Let's continue and pull some tarot. Things might feel just a little bit heavy at this time, but again, we've gone through as to how you desire the slow pace, or you might be moving slowly due to the heaviness, but it's about figuring out how to lighten things up to move forward in a healthy manner. Sometimes it's a good thing not to fit in, okay? And don't stress about whether or not you need enough money to get to where you need to be, to invest in what you need to potentially. You'll have what, as I just saw the Three of Swords, you'll have what's needed when the time is right, when it's destined, okay? You'll be given a key set of information or a reminder of a past experience to make the best until the best. The King of Wands at the center of your reading, there's just a putting your foot down, wanting and needing time to rest throughout the week, or potentially to adjust your perspective on feeling potentially a bit stubborn about where you're at, what's not working, not wanting to sort of switch it up or shuffle it up in any way, shape, or form, or at least with that one area, but to recognize you deserve a passionate fresh start and that it's potentially making you a bit anxious all the meanwhile. Don't add any of that negativity onto your own shoulders with your own thoughts and habits, but it just feels like you were pushed to recognize how strong you truly are, as they were drawing you to his muscular figure here, and that you are a light, a pillar of light for oneself and for others, at the very least for oneself. But at times you forget that you need to be your own superhero, okay? As corny as that sounds, you need to be your own superhero and just guide the way as spirit kind of pulls you. They're showing me the Six of Swords and the Light Seers, I believe it is, where the birds typically come through as your guides, you know, just pulling that ship as you're just being guided to sail away from what no longer works for you once again, going back to that Adam's card with the shadowy ship, okay? Yeah, I just feel like there's going to be people drawn to you or guided towards you to help ease one's mind or just make you smile a little bit. You're not going to feel totally inclined to be like, you know, forcing it or be this extremely happy individual or just, you know what I mean? Or even want to talk a lot. But there's something beautiful about the people that you recognize or remember you can just sit there in silence with or just say very minimal, very little and still connect with them, okay? And it be a healing process or just a level of comfort. Because We have the Nine of Wands, all right? When you're pushed to laugh, laugh, all right? But it doesn't mean you have to force it. You're feeling like a wounded warrior, feeling a bit defensive, or just pushed to recognize that it's time to turn your back once again, or all of which, turn your back on what no longer works for you, potentially certain connections, okay, or a specific somebody. With the Eight of Wands, yeah, a lot of communication, right? Whether you're up for it or not. Options flowing in. It's kind of coming in as the Seven of Cups for what you need to build. Even something, so as something's not working out perfectly, or multiple situations, it feels like there's one thing, again, you're trying to get off the ground and build that is succeeding. It's working in your favor. And it's just reminding you that you're on the right track in that sense. So don't fret when it comes to, again, the Five of Pentacles not fitting in. It just feels like at times you'll feel a bit lonely throughout the week, but you're choosing that. And therefore, remember how many connections are being pushed towards you, you're guided towards, or just wrapped up with, right? You have the choice to prioritize connecting with people if you so choose, okay? Again, there's just part of you that's going to be annoyed or stress over your money. Don't fret, okay? With the Two of Wands, you're at the very least going to long for more, and that's purposeful. When things get quiet, when you find this level of peace and the serenity come over you, or in a situation that normally doesn't have that or doesn't have it consistently, try not to think. Just be at ease. I would say even meditate, okay? Try to be selective as to what you watch when it comes to news, media in general, movies, TV shows, online, social media. It can take your mood in a further negative direction, or just take you from a peaceful, happy spot and just make you expect the worst once again, okay? All the meanwhile, again, it's just a month where you're reminded how strong you are, and to get back to strutting your stuff, or continue to do so depending on your situation. The stripes of your situation will improve, is what I'm hearing, okay? And again, being the individual who's not afraid or not resisting a level of switching it up so the stripes can take a whole new effect in coloring. Interesting. All right, so we're going to pull one more before we answer your question, as we have the Sun. All right, perfect way to wrap these cards up, as we did have the Light/Sun card here. Being reminded that you deserve peace, you deserve happiness, you deserve a redirecting in at least one big way, if not multiple, along your path to see things become a lot brighter and a lot more peaceful. You owe it to oneself at the end of the day. So trust the guidance throughout this week, okay? So let's, as we do have the Hanged Woman, all right, or man, I need to adjust your perspective at certain points in the week. Let's answer your question. Let me get this right. They said keywording for Virgo. Alrighty, as it picks up speed, you can see the answer for your question is no. You gotta know, okay? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hoping you have the most amazing week. It's life-changing, to say the least. And I will see you next time. Bye, Virgo.